हाँ.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the mathematical expressions of the rate of reaction. Consider a reaction. A is converted to B. In this reaction, the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactant and products are equal, and therefore the rate of consumption of reactant A and the rate of formation of the product B are equal, and the rate of the reaction is also equal to the rate of consumption of the reactant and rate of formation of the product. Here rate of consumption of A equal to minus dA by dt. Rate of formation of B, it is dB by dt, and the rate of reaction is equal to minus dA by dt, which is also equal to dB by dt. So this is a chemical reaction in which the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants and products are equal. For such a reaction, rate of consumption of reactant, rate of formation of the product, and the rate of the reaction, all these three are equal. Now take another example of reaction. A plus twice B, it is formation of twice C. In this example, A and B are the reactants and C is the product. So here the rate of consumption of A is equal to minus dA by dt. Rate of consumption of B, it will be equal to minus dB by dt. While the rate of formation of C will be equal to dC by dt. But here all these three rates will not be equal, because here the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants and products are unequal. Coefficient of A is 1, coefficient of B is 3, and the coefficient of C is 2. These coefficients are unequal, and therefore these rates of consumption and rates of formation are not equal. In such case, we can relate them. Here the rate of consumption of B, that is minus dB by dt, will be equal to 3 times of rate of consumption of A. You can see the stoichiometric coefficients. Here the rate of consumption of B will be 3 times rate of consumption of B. Means minus dB by dt will be equal to minus 3 dA by dt. Similarly, the rate of formation of C, that is dC by dt, will be double or twice of the rate of consumption of A. Twice rate of consumption of A, that is minus dA by dt, which is further written as minus 2 dA by dt. So in this way we have related the rate of consumption of B with the rate of consumption of A, as well as the rate of formation of C with the rate of consumption of A. Further, all these rates can be compared with each other. We relate them with each other in this way. Minus dA by dt, which is equal to the rate of consumption of the reactant A. It is equal to minus 1/3 of rate of consumption of B. Rate of consumption of A will be minus 1/3, that is 1/3 of rate of consumption of B, minus 1/3 dB by dt, which is equal to half of rate of formation of C. In this way, all these three are related with each other. This is the rate of consumption of A, minus dB by dt is the rate of consumption of B, and dC by dt is the rate of formation of C. And these three are related with each other in this way. And the rate of the reaction, will be equal to minus dA by dt, or it is equal to minus 1/3 dB by dt, or it is equal to half of dC by dt. So here the rate of reaction can be measured in terms of the concentration of the reactant A. It may also be measured in terms of the concentration of the reactant B, and it is also measured in terms of the concentration of the reactant C. So this is the equation for the rate of reaction for this particular reaction, where the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants and products are not equal. So in general, what we say, to determine the rate of reaction in terms of any reactant or any product, the rate of consumption of that particular reactant or rate of formation of any particular product should be divided by its stoichiometric coefficient. Here, rate of consumption of A is minus dA by dt, which is divided by its stoichiometric coefficient, which is 1. Here, the rate of consumption of the product B, which is equal to minus dB by dt, it is divided by its stoichiometric coefficient 3. And here, the rate of formation of the product C, which is equal to dC by dt, it is divided by its stoichiometric coefficient, which is equal to 2. So in general, to find the rate of reaction, either the rate of consumption of the reactants or the rate of formation of the product should be divided by the stoichiometric coefficient of that particular reactant or product. In this way, we can obtain the equation for the rate of reaction. So in general, if we take a general reaction of this type, AA plus BB CC. Here small a, small b and small c, these are the stoichiometric coefficients of A, B and C. Here capital A and capital B are the reactants, while capital C is the product. So for this reaction, the rate of consumption of A is equal to minus dA by dt. Rate of consumption of B minus dB by dt, and rate of formation of C, it is equal to dC by dt. So these are the individual rates of consumption and rate of formation. Rate of consumption of A, rate of consumption of B, and rate of formation of C. But how they are related with each other? When we relate them with each other, minus dA by dt, which is nothing but the rate of consumption of A, it will become equal to A by minus of A by B dB by dt. Means rate of consumption of the reactant A will be equal to minus A by B dB by dt. In this way we have related them with each other. Further, the rate of consumption of A will be related with the rate of formation of C by the equation A by C dC by dt. So here we can relate the rate of consumption and rate of formation. Then the overall rate of the reaction can be written as minus 1 by A dA by dt, or it is equal to minus 1 by B dC by dt, dB by dt, or it is also equal to 1 by C dC by dt. So here the rate of reaction is obtained from the rate of consumption and rate of formation. Here rate of consumption or rate of formation should be divided by the stoichiometric coefficient of that particular reactant or product. Here rate of reaction is equal to minus 1 by A dA by dt, minus 1 by A dA by dt. Here minus dA by dt is the rate of consumption of A, and here it is divided by stoichiometric coefficient that is small. Further, minus dB by dt is the rate of consumption of B. It is divided by stoichiometric coefficient small, and dC by dt is the rate of formation of the product C. Here it is divided by its stoichiometric coefficient small. In this way, the rate of reaction is always obtained by dividing the rate of consumption of any reactant or product, rate of consumption of any reactant or rate of formation of any product by the stoichiometric coefficients. So in this way, by taking the general reaction, we can obtain the relationship between the rate of consumptions and rate of formation of the different reactants and products, as well as the equation for the rate of reaction. So this is the rate of reaction for this particular reaction. Now we take here the example of chemical reaction which is involved in the Haber's process for the preparation of ammonia. In the Haber's process for the preparation of ammonia, there is a reaction between N2 gas with H2 gas. There is formation of NH3, that is ammonia. Nitrogen and hydrogen are the reactants while ammonia is a product. So here nitrogen and hydrogen get consumed while ammonia get produced. So rate of consumption of N2 will be equal to minus dN2 by dt. Rate of consumption of H2, it will be equal to minus dH2 by dt. and the rate of formation of NH3 will be dNH3 by dt. Remember always, in the rate of consumption there is a negative sign, while in the rate of formation there is no negative sign. So these are the rate of consumption and rate of formation. But how they will be related with each other? From the stoichiometric equation you can see that for the consumption of 1 mole of nitrogen, there is consumption of 3 moles of hydrogen. Means the rate of consumption of hydrogen is 3 times more than the rate of consumption of nitrogen. When you compare the rate of consumption of nitrogen and rate of formation of ammonia, you will find that the rate of formation of ammonia is double of the rate of consumption of nitrogen. So here we can relate them, we can compare them. Rate of consumption of N2 and rate of consumption of hydrogen, they are related in this way. Rate of consumption of hydrogen minus dN2 by dt will be equal to 3 times rate of consumption of nitrogen, that is minus dN2 by dt. Why 3 times? Because the coefficient of hydrogen is 3, while the coefficient of nitrogen is 1. And from these coefficients you can relate them. This is the rate of consumption of hydrogen and this is the rate of consumption of nitrogen. Here the rate of consumption of hydrogen is 3 times of rate of consumption of nitrogen. Then when we compare the rate of consumption of hydrogen with the rate of formation of ammonia, then you will find that the rate of consumption of hydrogen will be 3 by 2 times. 3 by 2 times rate of formation of ammonia. dNH3 by dt. Rate of consumption of hydrogen will be 3 by 2 times the rate of formation of ammonia. These two are related with each other. Here this is the rate of consumption of hydrogen and this is the rate of formation of ammonia. The rate of consumption of hydrogen is 3 by 2 times the rate of formation of ammonia. When we compare the rate of formation of ammonia with the rate of consumption of nitrogen, then the rate of formation of ammonia dNH3 by dt will be 2 times or double of the rate of consumption of nitrogen, that is minus dN2 by dt. So here we have related the rate of consumption and rate of formation with each other. But what will be the overall rate of the reaction? The rate of this reaction will be equal to rate of this reaction. Rate of reaction will be equal to minus dN2 by dt, or it is equal to minus 1 by 3 dH2 by dt, or it is equal to 1 by 2 dNH3 by dt. So rate of reaction is given in this way. So how actually you find the rate of reaction? To find the rate of reaction, just we have to divide the rate of consumption of any particular reactant or rate of formation of any particular product by its stoichiometric coefficient. Here this is the rate of consumption of nitrogen, which is divided by 1 because the stoichiometric coefficient of nitrogen is 1. Here the rate of consumption of hydrogen is divided by 3 because its stoichiometric coefficient is 3, and here the rate of formation of ammonia is divided by 2 because its stoichiometric coefficient is 2. So in this way, for any reaction, you can determine the rate of reaction. So this is how to determine the rate of chemical reaction from the balanced chemical equation. If we know the balanced chemical equation, stoichiometric equation, then from that equation we can determine independently the rate of consumption of any reactant, rate of formation of any product, as well as the overall rate of the reaction. Thank you.